We're gonna have fun. Hey everybody.
Hi.
Jojolion 99 just came out. And I read the first page and I said, because it came out as we were podcasting, I said, Joe, do you want to live read Jojolion 99 with me? And then we can do a little podcast discussion in the end in case we don't want to upload it. And Joe said yes. So
and then Willer's like, never mind. And then
Yeah.
we'll read separately, and then we'll come back and convene. Willer read one page and changed his mind immediately.
I don't think I've ever had a reaction to JoJo's as I did on this first page. So, rock human females are visually indistinguishable from human Homo sapien women.
Just to make that clear, Homo sapiens.
True, right. It is possible for human males, with the little male sign, to inseminate and reproduce with rock humans, but women, women, with
But
rock
there's no
human
examples of the
women,
opposite.
but there are no examples of the opposite. So in this page, you see like a woman, you see like what could be like a famous
Janet Jackson.
Is that Janet Jackson?
It might be.
You
You see Joan d'Arc, you see Cleopatra.
But then you see some stuff that I was not ready to take today. Hermes.
And yeah, I was like, okay.
No,
Enya,
it's not okay. None of this is
Hermes.
okay. Hermes and Enya are rock humans. I'm losing my mind. Why Araki didn't have to do this today?
Yeah. So
Wait, unless these are Homo sapien females, but like
right.
I like to think these are all rock human females.
But that might also be the point where it's like it's indistinguishable, so you can't tell what's a rock human
So
and what's not.
Araki is throwing out the idea that these women
Yeah.
are rock humans. Also,
But you.
this is that persona. It's the one that reflects everything. You remember this guy?
Yeah, I do.
It's pretty neat.
That's why I was.
Cover page fire. You get the next page, Joe.
Let's see. Rock human mothers give birth in the spring and the summer seasons, carrying the fetus for 6 months.
Interesting.
However, they rarely, if ever, have affection or a parental relationship with the child. Soon after the mother gives birth, they bring their child with them deep into the forest. They then look for the roots of a dead tree, place the child there, and then leave.
Whoa.
All without wrapping the child in a cloth or a fur of any such thing. That is the one and only show of love and motherhood to their child. If left alone, the child will not be able to get nutrients, and before that, if it is found by another animal, it will be killed the moment. But what approaches this child first at the base of the dead tree in the forest is insects.
Interesting. So you get insects. This is.
So
I feel like when
yeah.
it comes to analysis time, I'd like to look at this chapter in relation to mother and child because that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when that came up.
Also, beetle tendency. A newborn rock human child has an average body length of 28 millimeters and a weight of 15 grams. I don't know if those are average numbers. There are
No, Willard, 28 millimeters is smaller than a centimeter.
Holy. What the? Oh, and then I see them in scale. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, they are 6 months old, but I feel like even a fetus might be bigger than that.
That doesn't matter. Yeah.
There are carnivores among the insects that approach the child. In short order, Asian giant hornets and Japanese yellow hornets will come after the child. And fierce and aggressive hornets will attack with their stingers and mandibles in an attempt to tear the child to pieces. But the rock human child knows that by instinct. In fact, they desire it. As if, my mind is going. As if clinging to a mother's breast and her maternity, as if seeking love, they slip their way just past the extending stinger and reach out their hand. Then it's make or break, dodging the mandibles. The child's wrestling the goddamn insect.
What? 28 millimeters.
Oh my goodness.
Not knowing what to do with the child clinging onto its blind spot, the wasp is left with no choice but to return to its hive.
What the
The
fuck?
rock human, the rock human child knows of this instinctively as well. It also knows that the wasp uses pheromones to gather comrades and create wasp societies. During its flight clinging to the wasp, the surface of rock human child's body immediately begins to harden like stone.
Oh.
And with the wind pressure, just half of the body turns to stone. When the wasp returns to the comrades at its hive, there will no longer be any others that will bite the child apart with their mandibles or sting it with their stingers. The child releases its arms and legs from the soldier wasp and rolls its body around inside the hive.
I can't believe what I'm reading, dude.
Yeah,
Is this how far you got?
I went a little bit further.
Okay.
But my brain was just like, what the fuck?
Until it finds the queen, the mother among mothers. The child reaches its hand out and searches for a soft portion of the surface of the queen's body, and clinging, biting, and crawling, takes over her body while it's still half alive. Okay?
Great. This is how the rock human child finds a warm, safe place to sleep and obtains ample nutrients. It then spends 17 years inside the bodies of multiple generations of queens. Then, while fixedly inside the society of the hive, learns on its own about the laws of nature, the flow of time, the concept of numbers, the way to live within a structure called a group. It dreams and waits impatiently for 17 years to go by, when it will abruptly grow in stature, kill all the wasps, and venture out into the outside world.
Abruptly grow, so he just fucking expands into a grown-ass boy.
Yeah, and look who it is.
This is the backstory of fucking Toru. Like, what the fuck? Life first came about 4 billion years ago. The control towers of life, called neurons, are cells that bonded and evolved based on the element carbon. Is a neuron a cell? I thought it was. I'm thinking of like.
Yes, a neuron is a cell.
I'm thinking of neutrons in atoms.
Yeah.
At the same time, life cells that bonded from silicon were born, and while they were only a few number in percentage of living cells, the silicon-based cells existed alongside the carbon-type organisms, as if hiding next to them. The creatures whose bodies that are formed of those cells are rock organisms.
So they're a silicon base. Okay.
Yeah. So there's silicon based, and then there's carbon based. We are carbon based.
Yeah, that's cool. I was like, all right.
I'm gonna have to reread this panel here at the same time. So it's like rock beings have always been beside us, hiding, kind of like in silicon animals.
Yeah, they're. Mm-hmm.
They're like a secretive group by nature. Why did a creator give life to these two paths? Most likely, rather than some kind of opposing relationship, like a shadow for a light or a positive and a negative, it was a role. It was the role of a fallback. This is so cool. Insurance for in case the existence of life itself failed. If the first path of carbon-based life came to the end, it was a fallback, a second path. So if humans didn't evolve to thrive, or carbon-based creatures, the less common silicon-based creatures could maybe thrive in an environment that humans could not. But we exist in a Jojolion world where both of them thrived.
Interesting. Okay, I vibe with this.
I'm vibing. Go ahead, Joe.
That is the role the rock humans serve. Rock humans' actions are fundamentally independent, and they have no families. But sometimes, if it's to their advantage, they will form groups and slip into human Homo sapien societies. But this is nothing beyond give and take relationship. There is no love or friendship between them. Rock humans have a fascination with the ground, rock, and stone, see blessings from earth as true benefits, and make special places that give rock humans special powers as their true homes. Consequently...
So hold on. And make special places that give rock humans... So are there more walleye, Morioh kind of places. So
We're not discussing things. We're just reading.
We're not. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
We're just reading it. Oh my god! What the fuck? Ah! Go, do it.
It's your turn.
Oh god, it's me. Bearing in mind humans' ecological behavior to spread and migrate across the continents, and they're continuing to migrate to this day, there is no chance of forming a relationship of mutual recognition between them and rock humans. For any chance that they assimilate, the Devil's Palm, the ground of Morioh. Wait.
That's Lucy.
That's Lucy, that's Johnny, that's Gyro, that's Sound.
No, but Lucy is there, and she's at Morioh.
She was one of the fucking
Speedwagons.
She was one of the Speedwagon people that chased down Johnny into Morioh.
Yeah.
This. Oh my god, this chapter is nuts. So hold on. There is no chance of forming a relationship of mutual recognition. Now mutual recognition? That wording is kind of weird because recognition implies like recognizing each other, but I think they mean like mutually beneficial, where like we can't coexist
mutual respect
with rock humans because our ecological behavior to spread and migrate is, I guess, contrary to what a rock human is.
Remember, they're discussing previously. They found places of power and they stay there, but humans spread out and go everywhere.
And there would be the obvious conflict of a human invading a place of power.
Right.
Wow. I think we just got the explanation to the walleyes, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. Jojolion's the best.
Whoa! What? A mask!
This is the entire JoJo's. Okay, there is no dialogue on this page, but let me just catch it real quick.
So we have Dio with the mask.
We have
and then
Enya
with the arrow. Then Josuke or Kira and Josefume, the Walleyes, Toru overlooking the Gasukata estate, all of the rock humans with Toru at the top.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on the left, a funeral.
Yeah, we're probably gonna find out next page. So we're gonna get to the point where we have to decide who voices characters, or I don't know if we want to keep doing page by page, or we can do character like. We don't have to go too crazy with the voices, but we can.
Yeah.
My deepest sympathies.
I'm really sorry.
Raikun, my condolences.
Oh,
Your father was a very good man.
He was so good to us.
I'd like to offer condolences to your mother as well, Raikun. Where might I find her?
In the inner room. She's resting right now.
Is she feeling unwell? I see, but there's really nothing to worry about, Raikun. If there's any trouble, please talk to us anytime. We'll be of any help we can.
Honestly, feel free to talk to us about anything that includes money. Speaking of which...
You get parking stubs here, don't you? They do give them to you, yes? You would think it would be free, but... Oh, at the reception, is it?
Norisuke!
Yeah.
Oh god, we were corrected on this, and I forgot how it was corrected. Norisuke, yes.
Alright, I'll be Norisuke. Rai, I'm so sorry. Are you alright?
Norisuke-san. About my father's pear orchard.
This is really interesting, because we know they had a working relationship.
Yeah.
Because he's the plan appraiser.
We didn't know it went back. Can see Jobin and the eldest daughter in the background too.
Yeah, Hato and Jobin are back here. That's really cool.
Yeah. What's next?
I'm dying. I need to know.
The pears my father grew in this orchard were really well raised, but then insects messed them up. No one believed me, but those insects' fault. I saw it with my own eyes.
They're rock insects, I think. Rai, stop.
Yeah.
Your father truly was a great plant appraiser. He had a discerning eye whenever it came to farm produce. If there were some insects or a disease, he would have noticed, wouldn't he?
It's because I saw one that my father went out during a typhoon to check for that in the orchard.
Come on now, that's enough. Everyone checked. I even checked for insects myself. But there was nothing there. Isn't that right? What happened to your father was an accident. It was all nothing but purely an accident. Understand? Normally, typhoons don't make landfall in Morioh, but this year one did. And there was a landslide, so you mustn't blame yourself for this natural calamity. Interesting.
Natural calamity.
Mm,
Mm.
we're gonna come back to this. I feel like Rai's dad was messing with the doctors somehow.
Yes.
Norsuke-san, that attendee, that person with the white hair.
No, that's me. Are they an acquaintance of my father?
I've never seen them before either. I'm not sure who that is. By the way, Rai, I think it's likely that the pear orchard will be a challenge. I'm worried about your mother's health as well. But first, your duty is to do a good job carrying out your duties at this funeral.
Yes, sir.
So that's the head doctor.
Yeah.
And
we're flashing forward now.
Yeah, realistically, this is Toru in his disguise as the head doctor checking in on the person he killed. Like, that is pretty much confirmation that Rai's dad was involved with the doctors and got killed as a result. Mm-hmm. And here we are, baby!
Let's go!
Alright, you're adult Rai now.
It couldn't be.
The Neurokakakaka branch is... Yes. God, this looks hot. This is a hot page.
This is so good.
It's doing just fine. The time for the harvest is nearly here.
In other words, you haven't obtained a new Neurokakaka just yet, have you?
No, that's not quite accurate. Depending on one's perspective, I wonder how you'll react to hearing it. The Neurokakaka is moving from where it is now to where I am. The flow is carrying it. Shut the fuck up. It is not in a flow where you can obtain it. The flow, you see, is that you will get up from that chair. It is certain that you will stand up to pursue me. I am wonder of you, and the flow is always a calamity.
We did it.
We
have a name.
Oh my. Ooh.
It only took 40 plus chapters or 12 plus chapters.
Oh,
Josuke, it's there behind you.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So give me some time as I analyze how these Lincoln Lock motherfuckers are moving. So it's making the crane again, and I'm thinking it's gearing up to see it's doing the little crane again, and this time it at least only has one. Last time it had like multiple and it threw only one.
Yeah, it's the same attack as before. Here it comes. Josuke!
What is happening here?
What the fuck is happening?
Some, like, plants are growing out of Josuke's face. Good lord.
They threw a bug on him.
What the? Did they? Hold on.
I don't know.
No, they haven't launched
what?
yet.
Yeah. No, from the previous attack. I don't know.
Okay. So Josuke's
what?
dying.
What is that? What in the world? It's...
So it hasn't attacked yet, but Josuke is getting whatever calamity happened to him last time.
Yeah.
Weird.
Strange. Is it the calamity affecting the Rokakakaka that's inside of him? The wounds from before. That's what it is.
I mean, he ate a plant, so like his body hasn't digested it. Maybe it's making it grow rapidly.
Yeah.
And Josuke got out of the chair just like
the head doctor said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rai, my boy.
Bam! Don't move, Josuke. It's poison.
What do you mean?
It's poison. If you're stabbed and try to escape upwards, you'll cough up asbestos. Don't move.
Green Day, boys. Oh, you know.
You know?
This
thing. This thing, I don't believe it.
Oh,
this rock insect. But it's not a very strong poison.
I don't think there's much point in explaining. But to be precise, it's not being stabbed and escaping upwards, but it's being stabbed and stretching out your limbs. If you try to escape your joints, or expand your joints, every hole in your body will spill out asbestos. Dododo de Dadada is a hunter of mountainous regions. It hunts and eats rabbits and birds from the ground, and those tend to jump to escape, don't they? The plant branches and fruits that are injured stretch out, and they spew asbestos. They may appear to be diseased. Mamizaku Rai, I remember a time when I passed you some time ago. That pear orchard was quite good land, since long ago. Rai shocked. Back then, your father was simply caught in the flow of a calamity. Oh, reminiscing about old times brings tears to my eyes. I might have ran that backward. The wonder of you.
You did.
And
But
so he died in a landslide. That's all there is to it. Man, this is a Rai-ass chap. Rai's gonna die. I might turn the page and Rai might be fucking dead.
Or Rai kills the head doctor.
What's this? Dark determination. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
There is nothing at all you have permission to possess, be it a pear orchard or a single new Rokakakaka.
Josuke, it's climbed up and melded into the surface of the desk. Okay.
I see. So it climbing up, they mean the bad boy.
The bugs. You can see them. Yeah.
All right, let's get a
The
pause
flow does
here.
not change.
The flow does not change. Let's get a pause here.